area A in square centimeters of a healing wound is approximately. So A of R, this is in square centimeters, so I don't forget, is pi, which is 3.14 approximately, R squared, where R is the wound's radius in centimeters, and R in centimeters, so I don't forget. Find the rate of change of the area with respect to the radius. So that's part A. So this is the y variable, this is the x variable. So I'm asked to find the rate of change. I'm asked to find, in other words, A prime. The measurement unit will be the measurement unit for the y variable divided by the measurement unit of the x variable. So this will be the measurement unit for whatever I need to find, which is the rate of change. So A prime of R will be, this is a constant times a function, the power comes in front, and I multiply by 2. So this is 6.28 times R. This is part A. Part B, find A prime of 3. So A prime of 3, I plug in 3, 6.28 multiplied by 3. And I got 24.84. And again, what is the measurement unit? Oh, I'm sorry, I multiplied by 8 instead of 6. Sorry. What is it? 18.84. Yes, of course. Good. So it's 18.84. What is the measurement unit?
Wouldn't it be centimeters squared?
The measurement unit, one more time, that's why I wrote it here. The measurement unit for a rate of change is made up of 2 measurement units. As long as it's a derivative or a rate of change, in other words, or the average rate of change, it has to have 2 measurement units. The top measurement unit is the measurement unit of the function or the y variable, and the measurement unit over the measurement unit of the x variable, which in this case is centimeters. This is 18.84 centimeters squared per centimeter. And explain the answer. Okay, part C. Okay, so when R equals the radius of the wound is, what was it, 3 centimeters, the area of the wound, this is a U. I'll correct it, but I don't have my whiteout. Okay, well, you understand, it's a U. So the area of the wound increases by 18.84 centimeters squared per centimeter. Any questions? Any questions? Is there anything else? Is this okay, everyone?
Can you show us number 74 from the homework?
Yes, of course. Number 74. Also remember, I always post solutions for all of them. And moving forward, I will also post a video for solutions. I decided to do that too. Okay, you said 74, I think, right?
Yeah.
74, where is 74? Okay, so we have y equals negative x to the third plus x squared plus 5x and minus 1. And they're asking us to find the points on the graph where the tangent is horizontal. So horizontal tangent. Every time I read a problem or I'm asked to solve whatever, I take my own notes. So I don't forget the area is in centimeters squared, the radius in centimeters, and so on and so forth. I make myself a note on the side. Don't forget it's centimeters squared, so on and so forth, right? So always do that. So you don't have to go back and forth to the book several times. I'm lazy with going back to the book. Okay, so anyone could get us started on this problem? Anyone?
Turn negative x to the third to negative 3x squared.
So what are we trying to do? So that's a perfect example. So if
Derivative?
yes, so you have to start with y prime. You cannot, in the middle of the page, just write negative 3x squared. Doesn't mean anything, right? So you have to start with y prime. Yes, that's correct. Negative 3x squared. And then plus.
2x.
Good, very good. Plus.
5.
Plus 5. Good. So that's our first step. So we determined the derivative. Now what? What am I doing next?
You want to factor it.
But what is the reason? What is my target? What is my next?
You need to equal it to 0.
Yes. Y prime must be equal to 0 because that's what a horizontal tangent means. Any horizontal line has a slope 0. The slope or the rate of change is the derivative. So that's why we have negative 3x squared plus 2x plus 5 set equal to 0. What is the next step in solving? In all my classes, students say, thank you. I'm learning from you calculus and algebra and pre-calculus and everything I have never learned in my previous classes. So what is the next step, please? What do I need to?
-1.
Very good. Awesome. Who said that? Michelle, thank you. Yes, we want, I refuse, always refuse to solve a quadratic equation with a negative leading coefficient. I refuse. So I'll multiply both sides by -1, 3x squared minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. If you want, you can factor it quickly. If you don't want to factor it, then you have to use the quadratic formula, whichever you prefer. Which one would you like to see? The quadratic formula or factoring? Say it again.
Factoring.
Okay, so here's the method that I like to present about factoring when the leading coefficient is not 1. I multiply these two because the leading coefficient is not 1. So then the product is -15. The sum is always this number. So this is the product and this is the sum. So the sum is -2. So we are looking for two numbers whose product is -15 and whose sum is -2. They have to be the same. The same two numbers and both conditions have to be fulfilled. So can anyone give us the two numbers that we need to use?
Would it be -5 and 3?
Very good. It is. Indeed. Of course, I had to get a drop of water on my paper. Of course. Sorry. It is -5 and +3. The sum is -2. Yes. The product is -15. Yes. So now we will rewrite 3x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 5 equals 0. At this point, we will factor by grouping. I'm using my props. So what do we factor out from the first two terms? Very good. What is left in parentheses?
3x minus 5.
Good. I refuse to look here. I just need to know what has to come out from these two, and I cannot forget the equal symbol and 0. If I forget the equal symbol and 0, I will not solve. I refuse to uncover. Please tell me, what do I have to have in parentheses so I can continue? Very good. And young lady, I waited for you. I thought we had an appointment.
Oh.
I sent you the link.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You owe me big time. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, I need here the sign and a factor.
+1.
Thank you very much. Indeed, +1. What is common to these two terms that needs to be pulled out?
X minus 5.
Thank you, Brianna. And in parentheses, what is left?
X plus 1.
x plus 1. Awesome. So then we have two solutions. Can anyone give us those two solutions?
It's 5/3 and 1.
So now we need to write 2 points. They want us to write 2 points with 5/3 and -1. How do we find those 2 points?
Plug them back into the original function.
Good. I am going to share my screen because I'm really happy for this emulator. So I can use it in class. It's much easier to see for you guys. Where are you? I can't find you. Where are you? Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, here it is. So in y equals, I will put in the original function. Let me change this because it may give me a situation in there. Okay. So the original function was, where are your original function? Negative x to the third, and then plus x squared. X squared is right here, this symbol, and then plus 5x, and then -1. And always go to second and table, and plug in -1, and plug in 5/3.
We wrote 50 instead of 5x.
Thank you so much. How did I manage to do that? Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean that. Stop. I wanted that. What is it? 1 second and table. Okay. Second table. Thank you. So for -1, and then the second one was 5/3. Okay, so this can be changed into a fraction. So it's 481. So here's how we do it. We don't have to do that. We know how to add subtract functions. But it was 5481. Yep. So 5.481, 481, 481. I don't know how many it needs to change it, because this is an irrational. It is irrational because it can be changed. Because I don't know how many it needs for the math to work into a fraction. One set will not work, so that's why you probably have to fill it in. So if you only use 5.481, it may change it. Okay, so see, it didn't. At least my calculator. Maybe you have a different option in your calculator. But once I filled it in, it got the idea that this is a repeating set of 3 decimals, and it changed it into 148/27. Okay, so this is 148/27, and I think the other one was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 4.
Okay, good. I'm stopping. I'll stop sharing right now. Okay.
I thought -4.
It's possible. Let me look again. A second.
It was -4. I was wrong.
No worries, no worries. Here it is, -4. Good. Is there anything else? Is there anything else?
Did you
Okay.
go over number 26?
Again, as I said, I am posting solutions. You know that, right?
Yeah, I just needed to see the steps.
So moving forward, just remember I will create a little video for all of them. So on, you said 26?
Yeah.
So this is the cube root of x plus 4 over the square root of x, and we want to find the derivative for this. we need to prepare it as x to 1/3 and plus 4 times x to negative 1/2. So this preparation is mandatory to make your life easier here. So then the function, I'm going to call this f of x. So f prime of x, I bring down 1/3. And when I subtract 1 from 1/3, I get negative 2/3. When I bring down negative 1/2, I get negative 2. And when I subtract from negative 1/2 minus 1, I get negative 3/2. So that's the derivative of this function. You have to spend the time to prepare it, because otherwise it will be more difficult. So remember the keywords in all math classes. Factor, if that's what you can do and simplify your life, and simplify. So this is difficult. This, easy to differentiate. Good. Very good question.